Good, terrific Tuesday morning, Sunnies, and rise and shine in the ancient city. Welcome to the brightest little corner of the entire Sunnyverse. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Davey, and the coffee and the spice and tea is hot. The sun is up over the ancient city, and honey, we steeped in all the good stuff today because there's no need to be bitter when your day is this fabulous. Whatever is brewing in your world, Sunnies, we're about to make it a whole lot sweeter. So pour yourself a little something wonderful and set in, and let's spill all the tea this morning. Now let's turn it over to the queen of the sunny snack scene. Mel, what are we snacking on today?
Yesterday I had banana and yogurt with berries in it.
Oh, very healthy, very nice.
Yes, because when it's hot out, I don't like to eat.
How was your banana?
It was green.
Okay, that's the way you like
If it has
it.
brown spots, I'm not eating the damn thing.
No, I like it because I'm like banana outlet lover over
I give
here.
it to him. If it has brown spots, take this home.
I like it.
But hold on to your hearts, guys, because today we've got the incredible Dr. Groven Holly from CareVet of Ancient City stopping by. The two who went above and beyond for this guy's special four-legged friend. And let me tell you, this is a love for animals story. You do not want to miss it. And they answer all the questions.
Extraordinary people giving extraordinary care in the ancient city. I can't wait for you guys to meet them. And then later, we've got a Sunshine Shenanigans about a fella whose career ambitions got a little out of hand.
Yikes. And you are not ready. Then we're firing up a DJ Snack Pack. 3 throwback tracks we tried to do last week, where we just talked them, we're singing today.
Yeah, we're going to be singing them today with the remix. I'm ready. And we've got Mad Mel's Mania makes a marvelous moronic move. Maybe might make some mistakes.
Wow, alliteration. And Dean's loaded up details by Dean, too, with history, birthdays, and one gentleman who casually conquered the known world. Overachievers.
Absolutely.
That's all we gotta
And
say.
we appreciate them here on Sunny. The spotlight still shines bright in one of our community who absolutely deserves their flowers this morning. We're going to be celebrating.
Yes, and the live music reports you know exactly where to go to shake your ass, Sunnies.
Yeah, it's a full-on pot of coffee and fabulousness this morning as we announce a brand new sushi spot that we all got to try.
Yes, and don't touch that sunny sundial, friends.
Because today we're serving heart, hope, headlines, and just enough fabulous and of nonsense to keep your day properly caffeinated and cool as a cucumber. Because this show is fierce.
It's fresh.
It's Sunny TV. And now a quick word from our title sponsors, the Bailey Group and Steve Chapman's All American Air. Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All American Air Conditioning, voted Best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
I tell you, you know who's working hard right now is All American Air. This
Yeah,
is
they are.
the season for them right now.
I can't right now. Here we go, guys. Ugh.
I know.
Guys, get ready because they were saying on the news this morning, take the weather advisory very serious today. It's going to be extremely hot, more than usual. It's going to feel like 111, but don't worry, in the shade, it's going to feel like 101.
No.
Today, the wind gusts are at 12 miles per hour, which is basically going to be pushing hot air around, so that's not really going to be helpful. Around 5 o'clock, we're slated for thunderstorms, about 20%. I'm hoping that drops down, but it'll be real quick. Tonight it's going to be 76, but it's going to feel 85.
Yeah, yesterday we got a bunch of rumbles, and like Barbara Jean messaged me. She was like, "It sounds like the Lord is just playing bowling up there."
Yeah.
And just, well, we didn't really get the rain that we just to break it up a little bit. I don't know. It's
But take
literally
this
the
weather
pits.
advisory serious, the heat advisory, guys. Like,
Yeah.
stay inside if you can. Like,
Hydration
it's so
station
hot.
for sure.
Let's
Yes.
get into some details by Dean.
Detailsbydean.com.
Today on Food Holidays, we have National Ice Cream Pie Day. Ooh, this sounds really good.
Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. Ice cream layered into pie crust, piled high with whipped cream, fudge, and some cookie crumbs. No oven required, which makes it a perfect August dessert.
Yeah, because it's cold.
What else does it share with today?
It shares the calendar with National Fajita Day. The sizzling Tex-Mex favorite started as a ranch hand dish made from skirt steak cooked over open flames.
Gosh, it's one of my
So dinner and
absolute
desserts
favorites.
on the same day.
Sounds delicious.
And over in Australia, today is Vietnam Veterans Day, a day of real respect.
Yes, this marks the anniversary of the Battle of Long Tan, and Australians pause today to honor everyone who served in the Vietnam War.
Yes, and notable birthdays. First, a name straight up out of the history books. Virginia Dare was born on this day in 1587.
She was the English child born in the Americas, part of the Roanoke colony, the settlement that would go on to become one of the greatest mysteries in early American history.
Yeah, but here's the chilling part. In 1590, John White returned to Roanoke to check on the settlers that he left behind.
And when Homeboy
Ew.
got there, the entire colony was gone. Houses taken apart, no sign of struggle, just the word Croatian carved into a post.
Yes, historians think they relocated to the Croatan Island and likely joined the local tribe. A practical explanation, but still one of the eeriest stories of the books.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit freaky deaky there.
Next up, we have an American legend, Meriwether Lewis, born in 1777.
That's right. He
Holy moly.
co-led the famous Lewis and Clark expedition, the 2-year, 8,000-mile journey that mapped out a route across the American West.
Jeez.
President Jefferson sent them off in 1804 with
80.
no roads, no maps, and definitely no gas stations. Guided in a part by Sacagawea, the core of discovery made it all the way to the Pacific. Part exploration, part science, part diplomacy, and a whole lot of we
Fingers
hope
crossed.
we're going in the right direction. Yeah.
And the heartthrob for ages. Happy birthday to Patrick Swayze, born in 1952.
Oh my God. Do you know he was a trained ballet dancer?
Dirty Dancing.
And theater, and he broke out with Dirty Dancing in 1987 and became a full-on cultural phenomenon, followed by Ghost and Point Break, two of my favorites.
So good.
From romantic lead to action hero, that man could do it all.
Yep, and let's do some
And
notable
me.
deaths. And one of the biggest names in world history left us today, Genghis Khan in 1227.
Yeah, he was the founder of the Mongol Empire. He united the Mongol tribes into a force that would go to build the largest land empire in history. The exact cause of his death is still debated to this day.
Interesting. In U.S. news, a monumental day for the country. Today in 1920, what happened?
Tennessee became the final state needed to ratify the 19th Amendment, officially granting women across the
Finally,
Americas
Tennessee.
to
Ugh.
vote. I love that. One state, one vote, and a history that changed forever.
Yes.
Means they actually got with it. Just like this local music report. Strum it, drum it, hum it down. So it's time for the local music report to make you proud on this Wednesday, August 19th. I
Tuesday.
can't believe we're almost end of August.
Yeah.
Like this is ridiculous, guys. Okay. Smoke and Joe Shower at Trade Winds Lounge at 1. Tonight is music and art by the sea at the pier starting at 3 o'clock. Exciting to see that lineup. Go to their Facebook page. Matt Still. Reef Restaurant at 4:30. Carpetbaggers Hurricane Grill at Wings at 5. And the world famous, the one, the only, Zaza Flamenca at A1A Asian Kitchen at 5:30. Furman Spanish Guitar at Casa de Vino 57 at 5:30. And finishing out tonight at Funkadelic Food Shack at 5:30. One of my favorite bands, Potato Heads.
Yeah.
I've never, that's amazing. That's a great,
That's funny.
I have some great expectations for those local musicians.
People are looking for a company, I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things. So you're
bunnies. This next segment is super close to my heart, and I mean literally because it involves my baby bird. Some of you know my sweet birdie recently went through some crazy ear situation in which I was been talking about on the show, and I have some incredible people over at CareVet of Ancient City that helped us through such a difficult time. You remember when Birdie was going through all this craziness. So I want to introduce my vet today, which is Dr. Grove, and her vet ninja, Holly, is in studio. Guys, welcome to the show. What's on your heart? What's new? How you been?
Hi, good, all good. Thank you so much for having us.
Well, you guys saved my guts last month. I mean, you're probably just rolling your eyes. It's like, oh, it's just a hematoma, but that was crazy. But you literally guided me through a storm, and I wanted to invite you to studio to thank you personally, because as you know, pet care is just a wild journey, and I want to talk about your wild journey today. Dr. Grove, how did you get involved with so many animals in your life?
So, kind of old adage of I've wanted to be a vet since before I can remember. I actually have a piece of paper from 1989.
Okay.
6 years old. That says I want to be an animal doctor.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things I've always wanted to be a vet. I've always had animals as a big part of my life. And along the way, there's been instances that have just reinforced that decision for me. So it's been a big part of my life, pretty much my whole life.
Yeah. Any specific animals that you grew up with?
I'm a horse person.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother conversation, right?
different ball of
The
wax,
equine
right?
community.
Yeah.
Yes, very cool. And Holly, what about you? What about your journey?
So my career was in business.
Okay.
Business management, and, burnout happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just fell into a job at the vet clinic. Thought it was going to be a holdover job, and ended up loving it. So now I can't see myself doing anything else.
That's amazing. So, Dr. Grove, how long have you been in CareVet practice?
CareVet, I've been with them in my current role since December 2024, and for a year prior to that, I was doing relief for them.
Awesome. Very cool. So, what does a day-to-day look like at your practice? I mean, do you guys see? I know it's got to be a
gotta be
circus,
different
right?
every day.
It's got to be a circus, right?
Yeah, every day. There is no typical day in vet med, right? Like some days are very structured and organized, and other days it's a three-ring circus run by a ferret on meth, right? That just chugged some Red Bulls.
Right.
And you get to the end of the day and you're just like, okay, we survived that. I think most people know that a big part of the job is the clinical aspect, right? Seeing patients, appointments, surgical procedures, viewing blood work, calling clients, those types of things. What a lot of folks don't see is all the admin and the personnel management that happens behind the scenes. That's a big part of the day-to-day.
Yeah, I would say for my job, what a lot of people don't see is that the vet nurses, all the things that we do. So we are room nurses, we are surgery nurses, we are radiology nurses, we are phlebotomy therapists.
Absolutely.
So I don't think people see back of the house kind of things. They just see the things that they see in the room. So there's a lot more involved, and yeah, it's organized chaos most days.
Well, it's not an easy thing because you're dealing with animals that obviously don't speak, and we're relying on you to be able to be the voices of our pets and what's going on with them, even in a moment of trauma. You have to kind of define the situation, but keep your cool and keep everybody like, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this together and figure it out. So, what makes CareVet such an extraordinary practice within the Ancient City? What separates you from other practices out there?
I would say, we're a very small team. So when you come into the clinic, you're always going to get the same people. Like a boutique kind of clinic.
Cool, good.
We're very community oriented. I run into people at Publix on the daily. Or at the amphitheater at a concert, and I love that. So I love that we have that connection with the community, and they're not afraid to come up to us and talk to us in Publix.
Absolutely, yeah. And have our questions, and
have the questions.
Can they have a little piece of rotisserie chicken?
Yes,
Can they not?
Well, we want people to be comfortable the same way that you were when we went through
Sure.
this incident with Birdie, right?
Yeah.
You call us, we immediately like, yeah, come on down. Doesn't matter if we've got a slot available. We're going to make room for you. You know us. We know you. We know Birdie.
Right.
You know that even though hematomas are something we deal with on a daily basis, it may not be something that you're accustomed to, and that's your baby, and it's very stressful to you.
Yeah.
And a big part of our job is acknowledging the emotional baggage that comes with that,
Right.
and reassuring you that we're going to take care of this and she's going to be okay.
And that's got to be rewarding, building long-term relationships like that. I think that's such an important key factor within maintaining your practice and really and connecting with the community. I got to say thank you to you too, Holly, because there was a day where Birdie had to go to daycare at CareVet, and you met me early in the morning at 7:30 to make sure we got them there, and then I could be on the studio on time. That's that above and beyond customer service that I think is just missing in a lot of practices today. I think that's extraordinary, right?
Absolutely.
And it's something we think is really important, because you're right. For a host of reasons, that's challenging to do in a number of industries, and particularly in veterinary medicine. But because of our smaller size, because of the bespoke model that our company allows, we can cater to clients that way, and it is extremely rewarding. It's a big part of what we consider the vision for our clinic.
Now, let me ask you ladies a question. So, I love animals, and first of all, I think my husband was born to be a vet. Like, every animal, like, gravitates toward him. It could be the most aggressive animal, and they gravitate towards him. And
So calm, cool, and collected.
yeah, so how do you deal with, and is it something like a psychologist where you learn how to compartmentalize over the years? Like, when it comes time to help that owner take their dog across the Rainbow Bridge, or their cat, or their ferret,
True.
how do you handle that, or does it still get to you?
I would say, I mean, there are times that, yeah, it still gets
It's
to us.
emotional,
There are
yeah.
times that, I mean, we try not to break down in the room with the client.
Sure, yeah.
But it happens. I mean, you grow that bond with them and with their pet. I mean, those pets are our pets.
Yeah.
So, we try to compartmentalize the best we can, but yeah, there are times that it breaks us down a little bit, I'd say.
I mean, it's emotionally challenging, but by the same token, experiencing that spectrum of emotions is part of the human experience. I don't know that all veterinarians perceive it this way, but having had some people in my life that I've watched suffer at the end, I consider our ability to end suffering in veterinary medicine to be a privilege, and to be able to sit with owners in that discomfort in that moment, I see it as a great privilege. So it's tough if you have them stacked on top of each other because
Yeah.
of the emotional burden that comes with that, but I view it as a privilege, something we can do in our industry.
And one of the things I think also that separates you from the rest of the game is you have a really good network. In case you do get stumped, I mean, yes, I think you're the biggest smarty pants on the face of the earth, but when you do get stumped in veterinary practice, CareVet has an incredible network to be able to ask questions or get a second opinion. Can you talk about how extraordinary that is?
I'm a big proponent of phone a friend.
Yeah.
Right? It takes a village.
Yeah.
Across the board. And as knowledgeable as one individual can be, there are going to be people that have other information. And we are very fortunate in this area that we have access to all sorts of specialists, very educated people, top of their field. And I'm very fortunate that they will let me text them and call them at random in the middle of the day.
True, yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's been an asset, not only to the business, but I learn so much every day. I think if a day goes by that I don't learn something new, I wasted the day.
Right.
So I love being able to reach out to colleagues and network.
And you wouldn't be so passionate about this either if you didn't want to learn and absorb the information too. I think that's a super important thing to drive home. Okay, so I know you probably have some crazy vet stories. We got to dive into a little bit. Do you have anything like that you can share with us that maybe you had to go through something crazy and you saw the outcome?
I'm gonna let you go first on that one. You go first on that one.
We did confirm I can discuss this. I mean, there's plenty of crazy stories.
Of course.
One of the ones that really makes me chuckle. So before I came to CareVet in this role, I worked mostly relief. So that means I would go to various practices all over the state and cover for them. And I worked at an urgent care practice that we'd see a variety of, simple stuff like ear issues, but also ranges to significant emergencies. So I have a young Pibbly type doggo, probably a young version of Birdie, comes in very sedate, kind of got like the squinty eye,
Oh.
grin going on, yeah. Heart rate's a little low, body temp's a little low. Humans, kind of the same, maybe a little bit more giggly and interactive. one of the things we always tell our clients when we deal with a potential toxicity or exposure is there's no judgment. Like, I don't care what you have in
It's
your
not good.
home.
Yeah, it's not gonna be helpful.
I need to know so that I can help your
Right,
pet. I'm
yeah.
not calling the DEA, I'm not calling the POPO, I just need to know how to help.
Right, right.
So these owners were actually very transparent. They're like, we're high now. Of course there's weed in the house, but the dog never gets into, like,
Oh,
15
no.
minutes we're going through, the dog never gets into it, the dog never gets into it. Finally,
Well, the dog got into it.
the dude's like, well, I mean, he kind of enjoys the roach. Now, I'm not a marijuana person, so I'm like, I don't know what that is. My tech starts laughing hysterically. And I'm like, what is the roach? And she's like, it's kind of like the end of it. And I'm like, there's still THC.
Right, yeah,
So these
yeah.
two look at each other, and they bust out laughing, fall on, they're like, the dog is high.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
They thought it was hysterical.
Right, this poor animal. So like, was
I
there
can't.
the dog wasn't panicked? Obviously, it was super chill, is what you said, right? How do you get out of a situation like this?
So it depends upon the severity, and I would say definitely always seek care for your pet if you're concerned that they got into an illicit substance. In this particular case, the signs were very mild, so monitoring at home was sufficient, but sometimes depending upon the dose ingested, you do need significant intervention. So this dude was very, very mild exposure, he was very stable, so he was able to go home with his owners. And
Oh,
just
thank
chill
God.
for a bit.
Okay, yeah, just
my
kind of
God.
walk it off,
Yeah,
right? God
recover
bless.
just fine.
Holly, what about you? Any crazy stories from the clinic?
I'm not sure I can beat that one and still be appropriate. I don't think I can be appropriate. I don't know if we have HIPAA laws, but
That's all right.
yeah. So I can tell you heartwarming stories.
Yeah, yeah, do
okay.
it.
All right, so when I started at CareVet, it was back in 2019, and then COVID hit. So we had curbside. I was fairly new there, so we had a new client that came in, just adopted a dog from the shelter. Dog was petrified. Obviously, the owner couldn't come in the clinic, so we spent time walking around the parking lot. And finally, the dog came with me, cowered in the room in the corner for
That's
10
my
minutes.
Daisy.
So I had to do something. So I just laid on the floor. Dog inched over, finally laid down next to me, and we were able to do all the things. Not too long after that, the client actually moved to Alabama, brought the dog by to say bye. So I still have the picture on my phone. I still keep in contact with that owner. So once a year on the anniversary date of that picture, we text or call just to see how she's
I
doing.
love that.
So, yeah.
That's so cool because you do have that bond.
Maddie, if you're watching.
Oh, very
Yeah.
sweet. So that's
Yeah.
really cool because you have that bond with all of your patients, and they all have all these quirky little stories, which are amazing. So, guys, how's the team over at CareVet? I know you're building it, and I know that this is an exciting upcoming few weeks. But what can we expect when we enter the door?
I would say, we are building a great team right now. Everybody is on board. Everybody's excited about all the upcoming things. So I would say excitement. You're always gonna get, hi, how you doing?
You really do.
Yeah.
You get like I care when I enter that room. I mean, I'm greeted with Denise, amazing lady, very, very super sweet, who has years of experience and just a kind heart. It's so hard to find compassion, especially in a time of duress. You just never know what you're going to get. And I love the flow and the setup. Some dogs are very nervous about entering that space, but finding a spot where they're comfortable, getting them into a secluded room, might calm them a little bit. I think it's really important too, because a lot of times you go into some places that are just overrun with so many patients. You're just a number, and it's a lot of chaos, right? Is that what
Right.
you guys try to mitigate in situations like that?
Definitely, I'd say yes.
We do. I mean, again, we go back to, we have the flexibility and the time to be able to commit. I would say one of the things that we do really well is manage those pets that are petrified, that are maybe considered a little bit challenging, that have been kicked out of other vet clinics because they can't be handled. I think our team, so a couple months ago, we had sat down, we had some new team members, and we wanted to talk about what our vision was. And so I gave everybody a piece of paper and I said, write kind of your top 3 of what you want from the practice. And the thing that was number 1 for everybody, without ever discussing it, which told me we had the right team, was client relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, those relationships were most important to everybody inherently. And I really think that is what makes our team very strong.
Yeah.
And the fact that they enjoy that and they want that so much, and we can offer that in our practice, makes it so that people enjoy coming to work every day. And if people can see that, like our internist that comes to the clinic, she's an incredible baker. This woman's a brilliant. She's a genius. She's
her
brilliant.
brownies
We
are
love her.
amazing.
Her brownies
Yes.
are amazing.
Is that the lady that I met? Was that the tall lady that was in?
Yes.
She's amazing.
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
Dr.
Fabulous.
Walls,
Yes.
Shout out, Dr. Walls with Moves. So she brought in brownies, and she'd only made one batch that day.
Yes.
And she goes, I decided I'm giving these to you guys because you're the clinic that I walk in and everybody's happy.
Oh, that's so
She
awesome.
reminded me of a young Linda Evangelista. Like
yes.
stoic, pulled together, face is gorgeous, skin was glowing. She was like, "Don't worry about a thing. We'll be fine with that hematoma." Like bada bing, bada boom,
love it.
and she was like, "Poof, gone," and like she was probably going to the next clinic.
Have you guys ever had, I'm just wondering if it's like, have you ever had any clients where you're like, your dog and cat, your animal can stay, but you cannot come in here?
Oh, interesting question. Because they're adding anxiety or something, right?
Oh, you
Or
mean
they're
in
just
terms of, like,
crazy.
in the room?
Like in general, like a crazy parent of an animal that you're like, no, your dog can stay or your cat, but you can't come in here.
There are definitely instances where we recognize that the pet parent is probably causing a bit of the angst.
Okay.
And usually, I can't say things that way. I have to say things like, I think that this
You're
might
making your
actually go
dog
better
crazy.
if I take your pet away from you. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And usually they are. And I'm not always right. There are times we take them away and it's worse, and we go back to the room and we talk about a different approach. But most of the time, those are our babies. I'm the same way with my pets, right? Like I actually take my pets to my colleague because I'm very different as a pet parent than I am as somebody else's pet doctor.
Right.
And that emotionality, your pet can sense all of those things. So we just say to those clients, like, hey, we think this might go better without you here. And oftentimes it's taking the pet away. Sometimes it's having them step out of the room. But we try to make sure that our clients are partnered with us in those decisions so that they feel comfortable with the approach that we're taking.
You know what else I think is funny about going to the vet? So when you go in the room with your dog, they knock on the other side of the door, and it's like, "What? My dog came in here naked. You could
We
come
do
in."
not
So
We do
funny
not
to me.
do that.
It's like
We do
you're
not knock
knocking.
on the
My
door.
dog has been naked since she came in.
Doc knocks on the door. I do not, for one reason.
It's
I
so
had
funny.
a client many years ago that I knocked on the door and the dog went bonkers.
That's my dog.
Okay.
They're
And it was
one of them's
like-
highly reactive.
And, we lost it at that point. Like the dog was
Gone.
out of control, and because of that knock on the door. So I no longer knock on the door. Hit or miss with Doc,
Hit
I'd
or
say.
miss. It's not so much that the pets are naked. It's more that it's funny because people will come in and suddenly the exam room is their office. Right?
Yeah.
They're on the phone. They're having private conversations. So I usually just do like a light,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
just in case.
I'm entering the door. So let's talk about preventative care plans and why is it so important to stay on top of your pet's health as opposed to waiting until something egregious happens?
I think, again, old adage applies here. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
And $1,000 in your wallet.
And, I say all the time to my team, whether it's related to veterinary medicine or life, you're going to pay one way or another. You're going
Right.
to pay on the front end, you're going to pay on the back end. But usually the front end is a heck of a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So from a cost perspective, which is on the forefront of everybody's mind these days, but also in terms of the quality of care, right? Pets are incredibly stoic. Cannot tell you the number of times people will say to me, but they don't seem like they're in pain. Animals are far more stoic than we are, right? We're kind of babies about pain.
Right, right.
They're very tough. So they don't often tell us that something is wrong until something is really wrong.
Yeah.
So by screening preemptively and doing preventive care and preventive monitoring, we can pick up on these things sooner. We can intervene sooner. Oftentimes, you'll have a better prognosis, better outcome the sooner you intervene, or the preventive care prevents those things from happening in the first place.
True. Yeah. It's just kind of, it makes their lives easier, honestly, because they won't tell you, like you just said, they won't tell you. They want to be okay for you always.
Right.
There's nothing more than a dog's love or a cat's love. I mean, it's amazing, and they are our therapy, our war buddies. They're everything to us, and they want to be that so they don't want it to be an inconvenience. So I know I think it's really, really important. You guys have some wellness plans too. Holly, why do you think that that's also important for people to really dive into?
I like the wellness plan because you pay upfront or monthly.
Uh-huh.
And it includes all your core vaccines.
Cool.
Rabies, distemper, bordetella, lepto,
Lepto, annual blood work.
annual blood work.
All the things.
All the things. It also gives you discounts on yearly prevention.
Great.
Also
Dental.
gives you discounts on surgical procedures, dentals, spay, neuter. And, those discounts add up. Again, nothing is cheap these days.
And there's
so-
nothing like seeing that discount active on your invoice because you're
Exactly.
like, okay,
It's sketched
I
out. I
knew
love
that,
that.
I knew that this investment was going to help me.
Right.
If God forbid, if something does happen, it really truly was a lifesaver in a lot of situations where people
Yes.
go through. I love that. So if somebody's on the fence about signing up or coming over to CareVet, how would you get them in through the door?
Apparently they have brownies, so
Yeah, okay.
there's
Yeah.
that.
We will share goodies.
People move for snacks. Yes.
I mean, aside from the things that we've already talked about, right, being community-centric, quality of care, those sorts of things, in terms of cost, we shout out to Brianna Harvey at headquarters. She's amazing. She is a big part of what got those wellness plans implemented.
Awesome.
And we also work closely with her and other members of the team to customize the promos or the plans that we can offer to clients, right? So clients come in, they give us feedback, they tell us what's important to them, they tell us, in what ways can we make it easier for you to access this care? And we're able to go back to the larger organization and say, hey, this is how we can customize and create a bespoke experience for our clients. So I think the fact that we can hear, like we can listen to our clients and then go back and implement. So I think we actually have a call with Brianna tomorrow.
Yes.
Because the wellness plans, the way they're currently set up, is it's all wellness services. Like Holly said, it's a discount on some services. But we've talked about how maybe incorporating dentals, right? Dental's pretty expensive.
Yes.
Anesthesia's expensive.
Yes.
Right? Cost of goods are crazy right now. So how do we make that more accessible to our clients? We want to make sure that they understand there is a spectrum of care. We want to be able to offer that spectrum to them, make it affordable and make it accessible, and customize that approach for them. So the wellness plans, I would say the $1 a day wellness plans, great way to start getting that access, provide that preventive care. We also currently have $1 feline exams, I
Oh.
think. Yep. So if you spend $50, let's say you come for vaccines or prevention, it's a $1 exam for cats.
It's amazing.
We have the
new-
$25 off new client exam.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And if you refer a new client, you're already a client, you get $25 added.
Okay.
There you go, Sonny's right there. I mean, Mel and I are always going to be recommending the latest and greatest.
Wait, I have another question.
Sure.
So, with being a vet and living in like neighborhoods around town, do your neighbors see you and they're like, "Oh, my dog is limping, my cat is this"?
Oh yeah,
do they
you get
ask you like
attacked
all
at
the
Publix.
time?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I do get accosted at Publix. I don't
Do you give them
mind,
an
y'all.
invoice?
I
You're like,
don't.
"That's $50."
No, I say call the office.
Yeah.
I am not the doctor. Typically, I will tell them, contact the office, like, we'll get you in right
Yeah.
away. As far as can they have rotisserie chicken? No, the answer is no.
Yeah, I know it's too fatty. It's not good.
But for the most part, I will say if they're injured or sick, call the office,
Yeah.
Yeah.
basic
Or
stuff.
text. I love
Or
the text
text.
feature
Yes,
too.
we can text, so you can text the phone number to the clinic, and
Yep.
we can respond, and we typically respond faster that way.
What is? All right, it's a two-part question. First part: what's your favorite part about being a vet, and what is your least favorite part? Tricky.
Answer to both.
Yeah.
The people.
Yeah.
The people are the best part.
And the worst part, it's like
and the hardest
coaching.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
I would say one of your strengths is your realness, both of you, really, truly. Because I know that I can ask my silly questions, and I know I'm going to get a great answer, and I don't feel insecure about my pet's health, because it is something that I take even far beyond my own health. My pets will come first. It's just the way it's going to be in my life. But I've got to commend you and the team of just making me feel welcome in a time that I didn't know if we were going to lose her
Scary.
ear. I didn't know. It was very scary because we saw cartilage. I mean, it was crazy. But we held it together. We were there on the table. I was a part of the team in that
Yes,
moment.
yes, you were.
And it was such a beautiful way for me to understand your practice. And I've been a CareVet patient for years. But this elevated my experience because of your team and how gracious they are on my time. It was beautiful. So I do want to commend you guys. You are absolutely an extraordinary veterinary practice. And it doesn't matter the Google reviews and the spotlight or
Yeah.
you need this and that. You are the real deal. And that is so beautiful in our town. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You
Do
guys,
you guys make house calls?
yeah.
It's on the list of
Not yet.
things we would like to be able to.
Okay.
Cool,
Okay.
yeah.
As we grow and develop and
We have some beautiful Sunnies out there that are very vocal about their agoraphobia and leaving the house, but their pets are part of their therapy. So that would be giving somebody a freedom that they can't give themselves, and that would be an amazing addition. So yeah, once we figure that out, but yeah, that's great, and there's a future of growth there too, which is
Yes.
awesome. Ladies, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having us.
Incredible conversation. More conversations to come on Sunny
Yes.
TV. We got to have you back in the studio. Folks, we're going to take a quick break with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance. Maritime Vibe Check!
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative, they set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
Call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance, because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account. All right, guys, we are back. Thanks so much for meeting my vet.
Birdie's
that was
vet,
super,
Gucci's
super
vet.
important. Yeah. All right, we've got some local events here to shout out. We've got the 3rd annual Abilene Street Festival. Guys, dust off your dancing shoes and get ready to time travel, because our city is throwing a party on the oldest street in America. The Abilene Street Merchants Association and the Jimenez Facio House Museum are teaming up with the 3rd annual Abilene Street Festival, a full day of celebrating Spanish heritage that makes our ancient city so special. And the timing could not be more perfect, Sonnies.
Okay, so David, I can get chills over this one. Here's why. Abilene Street, right? I believe it's, yes, isn't just the oldest street. It's old. The Spanish who founded our city called it, oh geez, Calle de Hospital, and honey, it shows up on a map, 1586.
That's
That's
right.
the year. And the festival lands just days before St. Augustine's 461st birthday on September 8th. So when you walk down the little cobblestone, aka Brick Lane Street, you're literally strolling through 460 years plus of history. Museums, art, galleries, restaurants, and it is the beating heart of the ancient city.
So it runs Saturday, September 5th from noon to 9 p.m. And listen up, the lineup, you guys, there's flamenco dancing. They have live plein air painters. They're creating art right before your eyes, right on the street there. It's absolutely beautiful if you go and see this. They have a Founders Day cocktail and even Spanish temporary tattoos for the kiddos.
Give them real ones.
You know, we keep it real here. Salt life forever. You can go sifting for Spanish treasure at the Goldsmith and watch real sword dueling by reenactors. There's a big fun bingo game where you can hop from shop to shop and you can win a gift basket stuffed with goodies from all the different
Well, that
merchants.
sounds fun. Sword dueling, flamenco, and treasure hunting. So this is the most fun you can have while accidentally learning something.
Yeah.
But keep your eyes peeled, Sonnies, because, and I really hope Amelia Brady's listening, because the St. Augustine royal family will be making appearances right there on the street.
Oh, that's awesome.
And at the Jimenez Facio House courtyard at 5 o'clock.
And I'm really glad you brought up the royal family because they have their big tea party happening this week.
weekend.
That's going to be super exciting. So yeah, check out the royal family
Yeah.
for all of that and more. Guys, I do have to give a big shout out for the United Way of St. John's and Putnam counties this morning. The Putnam Jubilee is back, and it's for a great cause, of course. The United Way of St. John's and Putnam County is throwing the second annual Putnam Jubilee, a whole evening of community connection and giving back. And it all goes down, save the date, Friday, November 13th, 5:30 p.m. at the beautiful Coventry Oaks Farm. And a very big shout out this morning to Georgia Pacific at Palaca Mill, who signed on as this year's title sponsor and helped make the whole night possible.
Yeah, so when I hear charity event, I'll admit part of my brain here is a rubber chicken dinner. But then I read what's actually on the menu and I kind of sat up a little bit straighter. Your tickets get you a barbecue meal from Holy Smokes Food Truck. That's a funny name.
That's awesome.
A grazing charcuterie table from Peas and Carrots Catering. That's really cute too. A whole table of little snacks. Yes, please. And you know the audience. Plus a selection of beer and wine and live bluegrass music.
Guys, there's sponsorship opportunities available.
Yes.
Head over to the United Way of St. John's and Putnam County's Facebook page. I tagged
That's
them in.
really cool. Like you get the charcuterie, you get the
Yeah.
smoking foods, and
So right now they're building on the event. So give a big shout out if you're a local business. You know,
Yes.
you do business out in Putnam, you do business in St. John's. Either way,
Tim
it's
Goss.
all amazing when we're doing the best for the United Way, because it's amazing what happens when we live united.
yeah.
All right, local story one. Ooh, we got a big announcement yesterday that we collabed with Totally St. Augustine. The sushi's on the move, Sonny. St. Johns County gets its first ever revolving sushi bar.
Fun.
It's sort of like a conveyor belt that runs right by your table and you pull off what you want. Sonny, stop what you're doing and grab your chopsticks because we have something seriously delicious foodie news this morning. For the first time ever, St. Johns County is getting its own revolving sushi bar. You know, the kind where the little plates are come gliding right past on a conveyor belt and you just grab whatever looks amazing. It's called Nara Revolving Sushi, and it's giving grand opening this Sunday, August 23rd, over at the shops of Valley Ridge.
Huh. I love that.
Yeah, so here's how it works.
Yeah.
11 to 2, right?
Yep. Where am I? So I have never wanted a Sunday afternoon to arrive so badly in my life. Food that comes to me on a little conveyor belt. I don't have to get up. The restaurant was built for me personally, guys.
I really think this is a cool idea. I don't know. Are you a big sushi fan?
I love sushi,
I
but
love
here's the
sushi.
best part. To celebrate the grand opening, you guys, they are offering 20% off the entire menu all day on opening day.
Ooh.
20% off on sushi that drives itself. I'm getting super emotional about this. Oh my God. Food is news.
That's right. Grand opening again is Sunday, August 23rd. This is over on US 1 North. Guys, check that out. Check out the Totally St. Augustine post on this. You get a little bit more details. I think
Yeah.
this is really exciting, though.
I love that.
Oh, you're going to love this story. Meet
Dogs.
a canine. Her name is Leah, our hometown hero with 4 paws and a golden nose. Get ready to completely fall in love because today's hero is a local and she's a total sweetheart. I think we got a picture of her too
Yeah, let's
somewhere.
see this
Let's
baby
look at
bop.
this. There she is.
What you
It
doing,
happens to
doggy?
be the best nose in the entire country.
I love this.
Meet Canine Leah, a 4-year-old Labrador Retriever right up the road in Fernandina Beach. And Sonny's, this is a good girl that needs your help. Here's the story. Leah has been named a semi-final nominee for the American Humane Hero Dog Awards, a big nationwide competition that honors the most extraordinary dogs in America. She's up in the military dog category, going head-to-head with some amazing pups from Virginia, Tennessee, and California. And when you hear what this dog does for a living, you'll understand why she made the cut. Leah is an explosives detection expert,
Oh, my
Sonnies.
goodness.
That means when our country holds its biggest, most high-profile events, presidential inaugurations in D.C., the Super Bowl, the FIFA World Cup, Leah is there.
Making sure.
Quietly sweeping through those guards with an incredible nose, keeping thousands upon thousands of people safe without any of them ever knowing that she was there. Her gift is kind of a laser focus, flashing lights, roaring crowds, total chaos all around her, and she tunnels all of it out with zero in on one thing that matters the most.
Oh my God.
Danger.
And let me tell you about her most heroic moment. At that terrible New Year's Eve attack down in New Orleans, Leah was deployed to help with the investigations. And it was Leah, the sweet Labrador, who detected the scent of explosives aboard a ferry connected to the suspect. That discovery gave investigators a critical lead, and a dog did that. She helped protect and serve her county in a moment of real crisis.
That's
did
amazing.
you know these dogs, military dogs, federal dogs, police dogs, if they're shot or hurt in the line of duty, the person that did it gets there's federal charges pressed against them because it's just like shooting a regular police officer.
I would certainly hope so. Yeah.
You go, Leah.
I think this is amazing. We
Meanwhile,
got to all
my dogs don't
rally.
even answer to their damn name half the time.
I know. Sometimes mine think they have different names all the time.
Yep.
So many nicknames. Guys, let's take a quick break with Old Town Trolley and St. Augustine Attractions Association. Sit back and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com. St. Augustine isn't just a destination, it's an experience. From historic streets to the unforgettable adventures, the city is full of moments waiting to happen. But here's the move. Don't just guess your way through it. Go where the Sunnies find the most trusted attractions. The St. Augustine Attractions Association. Dozens of the best experiences all in one place. From history to hidden gems and everything in between. Plan smarter, explore deeper, experience more. Go to StAugustineflattractions.com because here you don't just visit St. Augustine, you live it.
That was my fear of Mark Bailey's.
All right, we are back with a great forest story. Saving the forest with a desert plant.
Yes.
And your toilet paper. What? Today's story starts with an unglamorous place imaginable, the toilet paper aisle.
Interesting.
And ends somewhere pretty wonderful, the possibility of saving millions of trees. So let's go, Sunnies, and talk about the most humble little plant that might change the world one paper towel at a time. Right now, the tissues you blow your nose in, the paper towels that you clean up spills with, and yes, even the toilet paper in every bathroom in America, almost all of it is made from wood fiber. From trees, millions and millions of them cut down every single year just to become, well, something you use once and throw away. It always has been that way. Well, maybe until now. A big company, you know, Kimberly-Clark, the folks behind Scott Paper Towels, Cottonelle, and Huggies, have been on a 20-year quest to find something, anything that could replace all those trees. And Sunnies, they tried everything, bamboo, hemp, wheat straw, and get this, they tested 70 different plants, and after 2 decades and $250 million, the winner turned out to be the plant most of us have never even heard of. A Hesperaloe, excuse me.
How is that?
Hesperaloe. It's a tough, spiky aloe like a succulent that grows out in the dry desert. And they found their prized specimen growing on an abandoned test farm in Arizona. Hey, Misty!
And I just love this, and here's why. Look at this scrappy little desert plant. Okay, wait, let me put him up.
Espe.
There we go.
Nice.
And because it grows in the desert, it barely needs any water, which is huge in a warming world. Basically, the world's on fire right now. Growing it could actually help fight the spread of deserts. And across every acre of forest, we don't have to cut down trees anymore.
Wonderful.
For paper.
Loving that idea.
They also keep making oxygen, which keep pulling planet-warm carbon out of the air. And the experts are saying if it works, this could keep hundreds of thousands of tons of that carbon out of the sky every year. Their own head scientists called it a Goldilocks discovery and a moonshot.
Wow.
A moonshot, Sonny's, over toilet paper.
Well, you know, I mean, if you think about all of the different paper that we use once and destroy, this could be a really good way to like circumvent cutting down all of those different trees. I think this is something.
The potential benefits: far less logging and deforestation, protection of forest, and possibly competitive cost. It could lower the cost.
I know.
And now let me ask you this. Maybe you know, because I think you're better at science than I am. With all that CO2 that potentially will not go into the air, will that make it cooler?
I mean, I'm certainly hope so. We need some sort of relief, right? Good gosh.
Dying.
Unbelievable.
I love it.
All right, DJ Snack Pack
Let's do a
playlist.
redo.
This is our remix.
You ain't
nothing but a hound dog crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You said it was high class.
That was just a lie.
That's right.
Elvis didn't write this song, and he wasn't even the first to sing it. Hound Dog was written by the legendary team of Lieber and Stoller, and was first recorded years earlier by the powerhouse blues singer Big Mama Thornton.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go
Downtown.
when you got worries. All the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know.
Downtown.
Just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown.
Things will be great when you're
Downtown.
no finer place for sure.
Downtown. Everything's waiting for you.
The song Tony Hatch dreamt up one night while walking through Times Square in New York City.
It's a great song.
Dazzled by all those lights, he captured the come alive in the city feeling and handed it to British singer Petula Clark.
I'm dedicating that one to Cynthia Garris.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yes.
amazing. That's a
I
perfect
love
song
that.
for her.
And here we go.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life.
The Turtles, 1967. When Happy Together hit #1, it knocked off the Beatles out of the top spot.
Awesome.
Bumping Penny Lane off their throne.
The Turtles.
For 3 whole weeks for the Turtles.
Are they a one-hit wonder? I wonder.
Ah,
All right,
allegedly.
Sunshine Shenanigans. The 11-job wonder is today. All right, get ready, you guys.
Oh, God, the beauty.
This one comes up with a big old allegedly stamped on it. So here we go. Here's the setup, Sonnies. You and I, we've got one job, maybe two. We're even hustling. But this dude, Ethan had 11 jobs.
Wait, how?
11 remote jobs at the same time, all at once. The man was by himself, an entire office building. He was his own group chat. He was doing 11, sorry, we can push this meeting emails a day. And every single one of those meetings was his. And the money, Sonnies, guess how much he was pulling in? He was pulling in nearly $1 million a year.
How?
$925,000 doing this. And
11
here is
remote
how he
jobs.
was clocking in 11 times a day.
Yeah.
He was at the desk in an office. No, this man was allegedly living it up between Italy, Spain, and France.
France?
So picture it, Sonnies. He's on a boat at sunset, sunglasses on, grinning like a man who has beaten the system, sipping something expensive while 11 different bosses in America all think that he's their most dedicated employee. Ethan is always online. He is Karen. He's online for 10 other companies too. So now here's the important part, Sonnies, and I want to be fair.
This math is not mathing.
Working a lot of jobs is not a crime. You want to hustle, God bless you. The problem is, well, I should say the alleged problem is how he supposedly pulled it off. We're talking fraud, false statements, misusing
beauty.
confidential company secrets because you cannot, it turns out, be in 11 places at once. Honestly, something's got to give. And when your whole life is a juggling act with 11 flaming torches made of other people's trade secrets, eventually, honey, you're going to drop one.
Guys, his picture looks like one of those guys I see in the Are We Dating the Same Guy
It
page.
seems very similar, right? Oh my God. So he was basically just trading other companies' secrets on top of other companies' secrets, creating this chaos of
like a
illusion.
spiderweb, man.
Unbelievable. Well, obviously he got fired and is now going through the litigation process
Oh, you
of
can't
sharing
do
a lot of
that?
those.
Oh, yeah, you can't share secrets,
A lot,
right?
especially when you're in finance. Like, you know, if you're different companies,
Oh.
you can't bet across another company. But that's what he was caught doing. So
It's unethical.
it's called Shady McShady.
Well, you know what? You're going to get caught. So.
Yeah, yeah.
But it makes us laugh.
You
Once again,
play stupid games.
you win stupid prizes.
Yes.
So here we go. The Crinkle herd round the world. This is my last nerve today.
Okay.
My last nerve is shredded one crinkle at a time by the single most violent sound known to all mankind: a potato chip bag in a quiet room.
Oh, yeah.
You know the moment. Let me set it up for
Yeah.
you. It's silent. It's peaceful. You're at a movie. There's an emotional part. The church has gone still. Every library is holding its breath, and then somebody decides they want to have chips.
Right.
It's usually me, and you hear. And here's the thing that really gets to me. They think they're being really sneaky. One of those funniest parts where they open it slowly.
They should design like movie theater chips or
And
something.
it makes it work. You know what? It reminds me of those cake things at Publix where you try to open it. It's like,
Right. So like, what do you do in this situation? If
you
you're
got to open it fast because then it's less loud.
Okay.
You got to go fast. But if you try to do it quiet and sneaky, it makes it so much worse.
I'm almost thinking like putting it in a Tupperware or something would
Or
be a lot
just
easier.
go outside and open your damn chips. Why you got to be loud?
Oh, yeah, but I want to miss the movie or something. I don't
What
know.
a
I know, but
pause.
I hear you. It is annoying. Yeah, it's like so much.
And then my husband does this. He'll open it, and I'm trying to watch something, and then he keeps trying to open it, and I'm like, "Will you just open the damn bag already?" He's like, "I'm trying to be
He's
quiet."
trying to be respectful.
No,
I'm that way
too
too.
loud.
I
Go
know.
away. No.
All right, Sonnies, before we let you go this morning, I want to tell you about a woman who took the worst that life could throw at her and turned it into something the whole world can't stop looking at. Her name was Frida Kahlo, the Mexican painter, and I promise you, her story is exactly the kind of medicine some of you need to hear today. Here's what most folks don't realize, Sonnies. Frida knew pain like few people ever have. As a little girl, she got polio, and then just at 18 years old, she was in a horrific bus accident that shattered her spine, her pelvis, her whole body. She would spend the rest of her life in and out of the hospital, more than 30 surgeries, months at a time, flat on her back, wrapped in casts, and the pain never really left her. But every measure, the world had knocked this young woman down and pinned her to the bed. And here's the part that she did with that, Sonnies. Stuck flat on her back, unable to get up, she had her family rig a mirror above her bed and hand her a paintbrush. And she began to paint the only thing that she could see herself. She painted her pain, her sorrows, her scars, her whole reality right onto the canvas and said, I paint myself because I am so often alone, because I am the subject I know best. She didn't wait for the pain to end before she made something beautiful. She made the beauty out of the pain right in the middle of it. And those paintings, they now hang in the greatest museums on earth. The woman the world tried to flatten became one of the most beloved artists who ever lived. And Sonnies, she never hid who she was to make other people comfortable. That famous face, that bold brow, the flowers in her hair, the vibrant colors of her heritage, she wore it all proudly on her own terms, refusing to shrink herself down to fit into somebody else's idea of beautiful. She once said, "Feet, what do I need for you when I have wings to fly?" So here's what I want you to carry with today, Sonnies. Whatever pain you're lying flat under you right now, whatever you got feeling knocked down and pinned to the bed of your own hard season, you have a choice. That very same choice Frida had. You can wait for the hurt to pass before you start living, or you can pick up your brush right now and start turning it into something, because you don't have to be pain-free to make something beautiful. You just have to be brave enough to paint your own reality exactly as it is, with your whole colorful, unrepeatable self. As Frida herself said, Sonnies, at the end of the day, we can endure much more than we think we can. So endure, Sonnies. Create and wear that beautiful face of yours like you mean it. Paint your reality, Sonnies. Wings out, and there's a masterpiece in you yet. I just know it. Guys, the Sunshine Brigade is going to roll in at 3 o'clock today for the show that's on in the afternoon. All the cool kids, all the Sonnies out there, we know it as Afternoon Delight. That's right. Hit that share button. We love you guys so much. And big shout out to Caravet of Ancient City. We love you guys. See you later. Bye, babes.
Bye, guys.